Stay with us, this gets deeper. Did you know that for a brief period in the 19th century, Chile declared war on Spain over bird poop? Yes, guano, a potent fertilizer derived from seabird excrement, became a valuable commodity, sparking international disputes and even military conflict. Welcome to History Q&A Trivia, where we unearth the strange, the surprising, and the downright bizarre stories that history textbooks often leave out. Today, we're diving headfirst into a collection of mind-blowing historical facts that will challenge your understanding of the past. Question number 1. What common household item was once more valuable than gold? The answer may surprise centuries. Salt was essential for preserving food, making it a crucial commodity. Roman soldiers were even partly paid in salt, hence the origin of the word salary. In ancient Abyssinia, slabs of salt were used as currency. Entire cities were built and empires rose and fell based on control of salt production and trade. Next, let's tackle this historical head-scratcher. Which famous composer was deaf for much of his career? While many might immediately think of Beethoven, the answer is more nuanced. Beethoven began experiencing hearing loss in his late 20s, but he wasn't completely deaf until later in life. He famously continued to compose even after losing his hearing, using vibrations to sense the music. However, he wasn't the only deaf composer of note. The Spanish composer and organist, Arnold Schlick, who lived in the late 15th and early 16th, but here's what they never wanted you to know. Centuries, also suffered from deafness. Schlick wrote extensively about music and was highly regarded in his time. Think you know your ancient history? Here's a tough one. Which African kingdom boasted a female ruler known for her military prowess long before Cleopatra? That would be the Kingdom of Kush, located in present-day Sudan. Around 170 BC, Queen Shenaktiket ruled Kush. Archaeological evidence suggests she commissioned numerous building projects and led military campaigns. Inscriptions depict her dressed in royal regalia, leading armies into battle. She predates Cleopatra by centuries and represents just one example of powerful female leaders in ancient Africa whose stories are often overlooked. Now, let's switch gears to a more modern mystery. What seemingly innocuous invention caused stay with us? This gets deeper. Widespread social panic in the late 19th century? It wasn't a weapon or a dangerous chemical, but the bicycle. That's right, the bicycle. As bicycles became more affordable and accessible, they offered women unprecedented freedom of movement. This sparked fears among some that bicycles would lead to moral decay, challenge traditional gender roles, and even cause physical harm to women. Newspapers ran articles warning of bicycle face, a supposed condition caused by the strain of cycling. Now, for a truly bizarre fact. Did you know that there was a Great Emu War in Australia? In 1932, Australian farmers, plagued by massive flocks of emus destroying their crops, appealed to the government for help. The military was deployed, armed with machine guns, to cull the emu population. However, the emus proved surprisingly resilient, evading the soldiers and their weapons. After several weeks of fruitless efforts, the war was called off, with the emus declared the victors. The Great Emu War remains a comical reminder of the challenges of wildlife management and the unexpected adaptability of nature. Now, for a question about language. Which modern country's language is most closely related to ancient Egyptian? The answer is Coptic. Coptic is a direct descendant of the ancient Egyptian language, written in a modified Greek alphabet with some demotic characters. While Coptic is now primarily used as a liturgical language by the Coptic Orthodox Church of Egypt, it represents a living link to one of the oldest civilizations in the world. Finally, a truly morbid fact. What historical figure was exhumed and put on trial years after their death? That unfortunate individual was Pope Formosus. In 897 AD, Pope Stephen VI, Formosus's successor, had Formosus's corpse exhumed, dressed in papal robes, and put on trial. The Cadaver Synod, as it became known, condemned Formosus, stripped him of his papacy, and had his body thrown into the Tiber River. This bizarre event highlights the intense political and religious rivalries that plagued the papacy during the Middle Ages. These are just a few examples of the countless surprising and often unbelievable facts that make up the tapestry of history. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep uncovering the hidden stories of our past. Subscribe to Punna Afrik for more African history and wealth wisdom. Follow for more untold African stories.